Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
We'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to your apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to your Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, we're back once again this Thursday evening, as we do on most every Thursday, prophesy the downfall of America, aka which is Babylon the Great. All right, and also let you know who your adversary is. And I'm talking to you Israelites, who you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, and your adversary, which is the devil that roams upon the earth, which we know it is a group of people, as it says in the scriptures. It is the son of perdition. It's the so-called white man. All right, and it's not about color, but it is about the lineage, and we know they derive from Abraham, Isaac, and Esau, who was the progenitor of the Edomites and who is ruling today. That's why what you're seeing going on in the those small heads over there in the land of Israel, they're actually doing all this attacking, and things like that. That's who is the Amalekites, okay? Because Esau is have the tribe within themselves as well, and their head tribe is the Amalekites. And we see that they're running rampantly right now and doing everything was bringing evil upon the earth. As it says in Job 9:24, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked, and he covered the faces of the judges thereof. And if not, where and who is he? And the Lord is revealing them now, and we knowing who he is, but the world is about to see who he is. All right. And the Lord is getting ready to make his return. Okay. The Lord is getting ready to make his return into the world which he made. All right. And we're gonna continue to praise the Lord, praise to the Lord, because as we preach and prophesy, it brings about what? It's taking down the stronghold that Esau has over the world. Because look at that where he had the boundary cannot pass in Job. Because we know Esau, like I said, he wanted to have his enterprise to continue, you know. And we're not ignorant to his devices. It says, I believe what is that, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, 11 and 2. We're not ignorant to Satan's devices, right?
This is Job chapter 14 and verse 5. And it reads, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Yeah. Like I said, his days are determined. So the Lord had that certain point where he had, that he was going to reach. Because he gave him that time where he gives what? The dew of the earth. So he was given this time here to rule. And we see him ruling, and we're seeing what he's doing. All right. You got him ruling, and pollution is crazy. It's crazy work out here with the pollution. This nigga spraying by all over the place. You know what I'm saying? With all these chemtrails. This nigga, he don't look to make things flourish. Esau always looks to bring forth death and destruction. All right. Everybody's getting sick out here. Everything you eat is not giving a proper nutritional value. Is basically is bringing your body lower than what it's supposed to be. That's why, like I said, this place got to go, man. This place got to go because he is doing everything that we what not to do. All right, but that's actually is a something that we should learn from. Because his rulership is showing us this is completely on the left hand side. Nothing is beneficial here. Like I said, he's even taking away from the Lord's work. If you got natural things that grow upon the earth, and this nigga Esau said this is not good enough. I'm gonna make things out of it for myself. I'm gonna go into a lab and create things. All right, everything was perfectly the way the Lord made, but yet he wanted to change everything because what? He's a harbinger of death.
Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 5 says, the earth is defiled. It's like it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah.
Just, go ahead. Yeah, just to back the brother point up about Esau's rulership and what we see ultimately happening on the earth is because the laws are not being established.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua not being established on the earth. Therefore, you got wickedness running rampant.
Yep.
You see, where there is no order, there is what? Disorder. All right, where there is no law, there is lawlessness, man. You see, that's exactly what we see taking place in this earth. And even like the brother was going into, Esau, he flipped everything upside down. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay.
Right.
You see, so that's why, you have the wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the second 15 has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and it's all under the rulership of Esau. All right, and also it's trickled down to the heathen because they like it says in Revelation, they gave themselves over unto the beast. All right, what was it, Revelation 17?
Mm-hmm.
They gave themselves over unto the whore, man. You see, right. And so they all in the same. Just look, this is what you get when you get the heathen, when you get the rightful rulers not in the power seat.
Right.
Everybody's just doing everything. That's like the teacher going out of the classroom. When you're in school and the teacher, you know what I'm saying? The teacher, the teacher she got to go to the office or he got to go to the office. I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he leaves the whole classroom in fucking chaos. Niggas doing what they want to do, talking, doing all whatever. That's what you have happening right now, man. Mm-hmm. You see?
Yeah.
When you don't have one, or when you read in Psalms the 50th chapter, it says that basically Esau cast the word of the Lord behind him, man.
Right.
So like the brother said, they don't give a damn about the word of the Lord. They're not doing anything according to thus said the Lord. And that's why everything is in shambles, chaos. You see all this death and destruction, evils. You know, this earth is in darkness. These people in gross darkness, like it says in Isaiah the 60th chapter in verse 2, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Esau's rulership has the goat. He's an unwise king.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You got that?
Yeah. This is Sirach 10 and verse 3. And I started verse 2. It says, I started verse 1, kind of read straight through it. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
And that's coming in due time. You know, Yahushua is going to crack these clouds and make his return soon, man. And that wise king, you know, he's that wise king that's going to rule, and order is going to be established throughout the earth. Going to Matthew the 6th chapter and verse 10, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You know, the will of the Lord is not being done now, but when Yahushua returns, that order is going to be established in the earth, man. You know, and by way of the throne of David, man. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be established in the earth, and the laws of the Lord are going to go forth throughout the four corners of the earth. You know, right. There's perfect righteousness and order in the heavens, and that's going to be established in the earth by way of the rod, man. You know, go ahead.
This is Sirach 10 and 2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler is of the city, of the ruler of the city is, such are all that dwell therein.
And that's what you're seeing, man. Mm-hmm. You know, Esau, the wicked, you know, like the brother quoted, you know, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands or the power of the wicked, man. You know, Esau, you know, he covered the face of just how we know who these things are talking about. You got these clowns out here still talk about Japheth and all these other. No, bro, stop, bro. It's all you gotta do is read the scriptures. Yeah. Pay attention to what the Lord is saying. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? You know, if it ain't this nigga, who is it then? I'm giving you all the clues you need. That's what the Lord is. It's rhetorical, man. It's like the Lord is mocking these idiots, man. You know, if it ain't him, then who is it, nigga? You tell me. I'm telling you, but I guess I don't know. You know, so you tell me. Yeah. You know, Esau, he the one covered the face of the judges. You don't see an African Messiah, or you know, damn sure don't see a Israelite. You know, you don't see that, bro. You see a so-called white man. When you pull up, you type anything in the Google, you know, you go into the scriptures and you type anything in, and it's gonna come up so-called white, bro. Yeah. You know, and that's why it says in the Maccabees, I don't know, I can't remember if it's First Maccabees 3 and 48. Yeah, First Maccabees. That he sought to go into the book of the law, which is the Bible, the scriptures, and sought to paint the likeness of his images, man. Yep. Who did that? The so-called self-proclaimed white man. He did that, bro. That's who this is talking about. Job 9:24, man. Mm-hmm. You know, go ahead.
Bro, like I say, because like you mentioned, he constantly is you ain't never seen Japheth is nowhere in the scripture saying he was gonna rule the majority of the earth.
Right.
All right. That's why you gotta look at when you measure the time and see who's actually ruling. You see Esau, wherever you type it in, you can pull up any disciple, you can pull up any great person in history. The majority of the time you're gonna see what a so-called white man.
Right.
You know, that's like Paul Mooney when he was on the Dave Chappelle show, he said they put everything as a white person. You can put what is it, the last nigga on earth featuring Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what you let you know. That's like Ptolemy did during the time of Egypt. When you go look at the hieroglyphs and the different things in Egypt, we know those are Canaanites, or you know. But when it gets to Ptolemy time, what happened? He started painting the likeness of his image, and it started changing. He started being he had what? So it was white. They started lighting up pictures. That's how it is with Esau. Everywhere he goes, he's gonna basically say, "This is me." He's a snail. He's gonna go somewhere. He's gonna change the image. But that's what you do when you rule. This is back in Sirach 10:3. It says, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited."
Mm-hmm. And that again. That's coming, man. You know, this devil is destroying everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the Messiah, Yahushua, is about to return and set everything right, man.
Yep.
Set everything back in its order. And I think verse 4.
Yeah, because we're going to that with the Job. This is Sirach 10:4. It says, "The power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord," and that's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It said, "Then in due time he will set over one. I mean, he will set over it one that is profitable."
That profitable one is Yahushua, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the earth is in the hand of the Lord, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and in due time he's gonna set over one that's profitable. You know, that's Yahushua, man.
That's right.
You know, we coming. Can you drop down the verse 8?
Oh yeah, come.
I got something, bro.
Good.
Hey, can you read that one verse again about the he's still in Sirach?
Oh yeah, no, come.
Can you read that Sirach again real quick?
Like
It talks about
unwise
the
king.
stories of people. Yeah.
This is Sirach 10:3. It says, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited."
Right. So going back into the point that you had made earlier, Maki, about how everything is under this man's rulership, everything is dying. Everybody's in a sick state, or especially over here in America. You do have certain parts of the earth to where like in Europe, they don't allow particular substances inside the food. Like the food that we eat over here in America, majority of that shit is banned in other countries because they know that it's poison.
Yeah.
You see, it's fucking all kind of paint thinners, all kind of shit, anything you can think of, and you consuming it and putting it in your body. But Esau over in America, it's all about profit. You see, so Esau's going to whatever he can do to get some money, he's gonna do it, and he don't care if it's by wicked ways, man.
Right.
You see, but what kind of king is that? You see, but this real quick, this Proverbs 14:28 in the GNT. A king's greatness depends on how many people he rules. Without them, he is nothing. You see, so here you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna read it one more time. Proverbs 14:28 GNT. A king's greatness depends on how many people he rules. Without them, he is nothing. So without people to rule over, you ain't shit, man.
Right.
You see, and look how you ruling over, and it shows you an unwise king, bro. So why you want to poison and kill the same people that's your subject that's making that, you know what I'm saying? That's serving you.
Yeah.
That shows you Esau has no sin. That's why he's pushing forth this AI shit and making human noise. You see, because the way the shit he's promoting is killing the people. So he gotta have something that's gonna fucking survive his wicked ass, man.
Exactly.
Even the fucking robots are dying out though. I watched a couple videos earlier. They were showing that they was testing the robots working constantly until that bitch just broke down. Motherfucker was working for fucking 20-something hours. That bitch, so over 20-something hours, that bitch finally just broke down. You know what I'm saying? So it lets you know that this whole system is nothing but oppression.
Right.
You see?
Exactly.
Go back to Joe.
Yeah. And I think I said Canaanite direction.
Hamites.
Hamites. Yeah. Hamites. Yeah. They came from Israel. Hamites. Yeah. So that's where, like I said, the Egyptians were Hamites from Israel. Okay, got it.
Which are Africans, man.
Right.
Today, for all you don't know what a Hamite is. It's an African. But now, so how are these niggas the Egyptians?
Right.
But you watch 10 Commandments. and you're gonna see a so-called white man. That's the Egyptians, man.
Yep.
Come on, bro. Stop. Esau is bugged out.
Right, yeah, Jake, when it comes to the movie, Jake can't be the, you know what I'm saying, the hero. You know?
Right.
Every time Jake get in a movie and be a hero, it's blackballed. You know what I'm saying? That's why the nigga Jadakiss said Denzel had to be crooked before he took it. You know what I'm saying? Before he got the Oscar and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that shows you, like, going back, you said, like, the old school 10 Commandments. Only part you niggas can play in the movie is a slave, man. You see, or you ain't playing the slave, you playing the bad guy, the evil, the evil, you know what I'm saying? The villain. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to just, like, all these biblical movies, like the House of David, they got that series, man. The House of David. They ain't gonna never put you niggas as the people, man.
No.
They gonna have everybody in the Ishmael,
Right.
all that bullshit, man. You see, even though, man, that's us, man. That's our story, man.
Right.
Everybody want to be Jake, man. You know?
Yeah.
Except Jake.
Jake.
You know, niggas don't want it. I ain't no Israelite. They'll fight you if you try to tell them that they're the Lord's chosen people.
Yeah, I'm black.
I'm black. Like, nigga, get out of here.
Right.
Back in, was that it?
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Come back in Job 14 and verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yeah, so the days are determined. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we read, like you said, the Lord said in due time, he's going to set one over that's profitable. And that's going to be, as the priest thought mentioned, is Yahweh Shah. Right? So this man, as we seeing, his time is almost up. It basically is up. It's up in the heavens. We just got to see these things play out. That's why all the moves you see him making with these small hats. What was that when Trump said he wanted to do a ceasefire for a couple of weeks? What those small hats say? The Lord put the spirit on them to say no. And what they do, we're gonna go bomb Lebanon right now. It wasn't even 12 hours before they were shooting some more bombs. See, that's the wicked of this man. And just look at, and when you look at it now, who's actually ruling is the ones that's controlling the narrative. And behind these, Ned Nagajú, and you have Trump, you have who? You have these true elites back there that's basically controlling them. They're just the puppets or the ones that you could, the face you're gonna see. But you got to think, Esau set up when war hits, they make a hell of a lot of money. That is very profitable for them. And these times where they're coming, they know that their time is almost up. So what they're gonna do is look to do away with you Israelites, because they know the prophecies. They know the Lord is getting ready to make his return. We just saw with an orb that I believe W7 he put up. It was an orb where he said it showed what? Hebrew letters. Now, like I said, we can only just go about what we see, but we see that these things that we're seeing, that should be a faith booster, knowing that it's times where Esau's time is almost up. All right, and we kept reading in Sirach 10, the one righteous dealing, rich down by the sea. The kingdom is going to be translated from one to another, roughly paraphrase. So the king, this transition is happening now. But before we get through that, we got to go through what? We got to go through the fire, and that's what's going to happen. Because Esau, like I say, is Revelation 12 and 12. He's about to come down with great wrath because what? Knowing he got a short time, knowing that his days are determined. You know. You know something about.
Yeah, I'll get this one real quick. Because everything has to. The Lord ain't finna change things. Things have to be fulfilled, man. You know what I'm saying? There's that set measure. So I want to bring this out real quick. This 2 Ezra 4 and 37. It says, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. When you read that, as a matter of fact, let me read in the GNT real quick. This is that same 2 Ezra 4 and 37 in the GNT. It says, measured the years and numbered the days. Nothing will be changed until time has run its predetermined course. So these things are all predetermined. You know what I'm saying? Like the Kahan mentioned, you know, it's already played out in the heavens. We just wait for it to play out in the earth, man. You know, so Esau's already been taken down and destroyed, you know, in the spirit, you know, in the heavens. That's playing out now. We're coming to these things now in the flesh, in the earth. You know what I'm saying? But nothing's going to change until everything is fulfilled. That predetermined course is fulfilled, man. You know what I'm saying? So hey, we just waiting for it to play out. The movie is we're in a real what's how you said the well, yeah, that too, but I'm saying in a in a lot in where it was live and in living color, like real time. You know what I'm saying? This thing is happening in real time. You know, this movie. So we're actually in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Live action, yeah, right, yeah. And it's happening in real time. You know, and it's already played out in heaven, but on earth it's happening in real time. You know, this movie that we're in.
Yep.
You know,
that's right.
This Psalms 140 and verse 8 says, "Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked, further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves, say lie." You see, and that's exactly what the Lord gonna do. He's not gonna let, like it says in the book of Job, about the enterprise. What is it? Damn, slipping my mind. Yeah, he shall not. Yeah, man. I don't know why it's slipping my mind.
I got you.
It talks about he shall not. Somebody
form his enterprise.
Yeah, form his enterprise. Somebody
Yeah, so it's one of the devices of the crafty.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because why? If the Lord didn't, then this nigga would exalt himself. Look what he's trying to do. He's trying to tap into immortality. He's trying to tap into aging, trying to find a way to beat. All right, the limits that the Lord set. Okay, set for people, man. You know what I'm saying? He talking about making bodies and transferring your spirit into another body, and this is the talks that they have, it, man.
Right.
Along with talks of harping, taking control of all the resources, or even the air that you breathe, and making you pay for it. This is the shit that's going on. This is what we need rescuing from, man. That word salvation means to be saved from danger. Roughly paraphrasing, man.
That's right.
You see? What the hell do those small heads have to be saved from? What do these damn Hamites? These niggas is chilling, bro. You so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans need saving, man.
Right.
The creation needs saving. You see, the animals need saving, because under this man's rulership, everything is dying. You see, he's taking everything. He takes it out of his natural habitat. He moves it to a different part of the earth. He puts animals in captivity. Feasts, and then turn around and tell you, oh, they love it here. The fucking whale dorsal fin is fucking leaning over.
Yeah.
But you looking at wild and bitches is straight up. You know what I'm saying? This man needs to be taken out of this nigga needs to be taken out of the power seat, man. I was watching some shit today. Y'all brothers and sisters, go check out. It's called Acres of Skin. It's called Acres of Skin, man. It was a prison in Philadelphia, man, during the 1950s through the 1970s, where they was experimenting on Jake, on so-called Negro men. You see, the U.S. Army, Johnson and Johnson, and a couple of more. You know what I'm saying? They was testing radiation on them, all kind of fucking skin products, and Jake, the Jakes that was locked up, they was telling their stories, man. They was telling their stories, and this one Edomite that worked there, who was a guard, he was saying that the doctor who did the shit was saying that he don't look at them as people. He don't look at Jake as people. They just acres of skin. Yeah, so that's what the dude named the thing. So you can YouTube it, man. YouTube Acres of Skin, and just listen to what these motherfucking devil was doing, man. You see, experiment on, man. The toothpaste that we use. This one Jake said he was a part of the toothpaste experiment. Bro, that nigga said he's in his 20s. He said he said by the time he was 23, using the toothpaste that they gave him, experimenting. By the time he was 23, he lost all his fucking teeth, bro. Dang. This is the shit that this goddamn be doing. In the fucking video, they said Philadelphia, Philadelphia was one of the main ones, but it was prisons all throughout the United States that they were using, experimenting on Jakes, experimenting on handicapped and retarded people, doing all kind of shit. You see? And now the same nigga, the same fucking Edomite dude who was doing the experiments on Jake, and the U.S. Army was a part of it too. I don't know if I said that, the U.S. Army was a part of that shit. But the dude that was the head of that prison, who was doing those experiments in that prison in Philadelphia, this nigga just out walking free. Nigga old as fuck now, just out living his fucking life, man. Ain't went to jail, ain't faced no charges, man. You see?
That's crazy, bro. That whole Acres of Skin that the brother is mentioning, bro. That's how they see you, bro. That's why in their constitution you're 3/5 a human, man. You know, they see you as 3/5 of a human being. They don't see you as human, man. You know, they see you as an animal. So that's why they feel like they can treat you any kind of way and do whatever they want to you. You know, and that the spirit that remind me of was the Tuskegee
experience.
yeah, when they giving Jake syphilis and bro, they've been doing this crap, man. That's what they do, man. You know, they hate your ass, man. They're not your friend, bro. That's why the scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. You know what I'm saying? And so, what's that? Sirach 12 and 10. You know, we're not supposed to trust these devils, man. You know, and you had, bro, Israelites telling Jake to take the jab. Why, bro? This nigga is your enemy. In the scriptures, the Lord tells us not to trust this nigga.
Yeah.
Why would you tell your congregation to take the jab? Go out here and take the, take the jab. You know, come on, bro. No, man. You know, he's not your friend. This nigga hates. He trying to get rid of your tail, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's why he doing all this crap. You know, shooting at the moon, missiles at the moon, and all this, trying to blot out the sun. Because the Lord gave them impossible tasks that if you could do these things, work out this, work out that, figure this out, that I'll get rid of my people, man. You know, I said what Jeremiah 31. He said he'd get rid of his people. So that's what these niggas are on that shit, bro. Yeah. They own it, bro. They not playing. These niggas want to take your place, man. You know, and Jake don't even want it. I'm like, bro, man, our people, man, Jake is through, man.
They were saying the jabby jab, as the scripture saying in Sirach 12 as well. So though he's seen to help thee, yet he's going to undermine thee. He seemed like he's going to be helping you. That's why when doing the jabby jab, he kept saying, we want you, and he told you who your tribe is, basically. We want you black, Latinos, and Native Americans to come take it first because y'all kind of stagnant about it. And he would bring forth the TD Jakes of the world, these certain juvenile, JB that thing up and all that. He tried to put things up there to entice you with these things. Because why? Why do he want you to take it so bad? He wouldn't tell him. He wanted you to be a forefront. When in life would he want you to be a forefront of anything that's beneficial to life? You got to think about that,
right? And them niggas, you said they enticed, bro. These niggas, they see you're a joke to them, bro.
Yeah.
They did. You remember that one with that dude with the burger and the fries?
Yeah,
the burger. Yeah. Oh, it's a burger. It's a burger aspect to it.
All right.
There's a mocking these niggas.
Mocking niggas, man. Come on, bro.
Niggas fucking in and out.
Right. Yeah. You go get the jabby jab. You get a burger and fries. Simple, man. You know how simple that shit is, bro.
Number two.
Yeah.
Number two. To take this junk that's gonna put you in the spirit realm.
Right.
For the most part,
Hey, but I found this. Let me read this real quick, bro. So this is just the AI overview. It says from the 1950s to the 1970s, Holmesburg Prison in Philadelphia was the site of unethical, therapeutic medical experimentations on inmates, predominantly black men, led by Dr. Albert Klingsman of the University of Philadelphia. Researchers used incarcerated individuals as human guinea pigs for pharmaceuticals, chemical, environmental testing, and often involving exposure to dioxide, asbestos, and viruses. It says the nature of the experiments is that the inmates were exposed to hazardous materials, including radioactive asbestos, herbicides, and skincare products, and psychoactive drugs. So these niggas just in that bitch experimenting. And on the thing, the dude was saying, like, yeah, that whole LSD, that was an experiment that the government, that these niggas was doing on prisoners, bro. To see how it would act, the facial care. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Dr. Albert Klingsman. He's big in the fucking what they call it, like for the makeup and what they call it, cosmetology type shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You remember they used to so-called testing on animals and shit. And they fucking bro, they was testing that shit on Jake. You know what I'm saying? Before they started doing that shit. But it says the acres of skin. It says Dr. Klinkman famously describes the inmates as acres of skins for his research. Ethical violation. Participants frequently lacked informed consent, and many were coerced by the need for money to make bail. It says lasting impact. Former inmates suffered from long-term injuries, including skin rashes, blisters, and serious infections. You see, because that was one thing the dude was saying. Because these Jakes, they were and a dude that was making that documentary with. They was trying to show like, look, because they had burnt, bro. The niggas burnt up all the files on what they did at that prison, bro. And that's when they was like, if it's no evidence and there's no, it's no case.
Yeah.
But the Jake was saying, look, we are the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the shit. Look at it, bro. Bro, Esau fucked Jake up, bro. This is just one minute fucking example, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This devil gotta fucking pay, man.
Yeah. We got something here. This is Psalms 37 in verse 17. It says, "For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord, Yahweh shall know of the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever." See, and that's one thing Esau does, these experiments, and like I say, he's looking to do whatever he can to cut off the nation of Israel. But the Lord said he's going to break the hands of what? The wicked. He's going to break their arms, brother. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to uphold the righteous. And that's what's going to happen. We're going to be uplifted. All right. That's why we're going from glory to glory. And that's going to continue to Yahweh Shah make his return. You know? Because this nigga, like I said, the experiments he did and all these atrocities that he has done, you have your Israelites saying it's okay. You know, that's an olden time. You know, we should love everybody. The Lord didn't love everybody. He didn't. He said, you know, for Esau, he didn't love Esau like that because what? He gave him the birthright, which the Lord said was written. And then what? He constantly says the day's gonna come where he's gonna do it and try to kill his brother Jacob and his inheritance. That's what this nigga do. Bro, why would you have to put experiments on different people? You know what I'm saying? And that's just one thing that he did. All right, the Tuskegee experiment, all these. There's so many things that he done for just in the neighborhood of you so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans.
Right.
You know, that's why even like until today, even today, you go look at in the Black neighborhoods and Latino neighborhoods and look at the different food and stores, and then go to their neighborhoods and look totally different. Why? Because the different products are sent to your neighborhood that's not good for you, but for them, it helps out more for their, it helps. It's more nutritional. But for us, no, he bring forth death. That's what he constantly do, and he's looking to put you to death first.
Right. You go to Esau neighborhood, man. I'm talking about where you got some wealthy Edomites, where you see with their restaurants on the corner. You don't see no goddamn McDonald's.
Nope.
You don't see no fucking Popeyes or Church's Chicken. No, you see Kava.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All kind of goddamn smoothie places and shit. You know what I'm saying? No, even going like you said, bro. Just look at how they experiment on Jake neighborhoods and shit. Just look at Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
Water.
Right.
You see? That's just one thing. He ride through spraying shit through Jake neighborhoods, man. It's all kind of shit this devil has been doing to our people, man. You know?
I remember as a kid that, we were younger, and I think that I seriously believe that's what killed all we used to have fruit trees, plum trees, pecan trees, the peach trees.
Yes.
Yes. Pomegranate trees, all these different fruit trees. And they would come through the neighborhood and spraying this, what they call mosquito spray. But they would spray that crap every night. I know, like during the summer, and they would come through and spray that crap every night. Poisoning us, man. That's what they were doing. Now, looking back, I understand that. This nigga, cause they didn't go over to the. They only did that in the neighborhoods where Jake was, man.
Right.
They didn't go over there to the wealthy neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Spraying that crap. They just sprayed them in the hood, what they call the hood, bro. You know what I'm saying? And which, that's what this does. That's his MO, bro.
Yep.
He's looking to take you out. You ain't gonna find no on every other corner in a Jake neighborhood, you're gonna see a liquor store and you're gonna see a church building.
Yep.
Go to Highland Park or one of these richer neighborhoods, you're not gonna see that crap, man. Why is that? Because this nigga's trying to destroy you, man.
Yep.
He's here to destroy you. You got something?
Yeah, I got some. This is Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 12. It says, "Thus saith the Lord God, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them." You see, and these are examples on how Esau avenged himself upon, not only killing, but experimenting, testing shit on our people, poisoning our people, to see, you know what I'm saying, to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. This nigga is greatly offended, man. He just done, even though Jake in the lower state, and Jake, you know what I'm saying? Jake is pieces of shit. They still the Lord's people, man. You see, they still the apple of the Lord's eye. You see, and this nigga is still doing shit to him, bro. Come on, man. You greatly offended. You think the Lord not pissed off? You know? Verse 13, it says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make them desolate from teeming, and they of the land shall fall by the sword." You see? So the Lord has promised to ultimately eliminate the nation of Edom off the planet Earth, man. When you get in the book of Obadiah, when you read down towards the end of the chapter, it says what? That the house of Joseph shall be aflame. All right. That basically Judah, you know what I'm saying, and the northern kingdom and southern kingdom will be a fire, and they're gonna burn Esau ass up.
That's right.
You know, totally do away with this nigga, man, because you the cancer of the earth, bro.
Yep.
In order for somebody to hear, you know what I'm saying, when you have cancer on the body, you got to cut it off, man. Yep. And that's exactly what the Yahweh Shah is coming back to do.
That goes back to that Sirach 10. Did you still have that?
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
Sirach 10.
This is Sirach 10.
Jump down to, as a matter of fact, read 8, but the point that gonna go with that is in verse 10, I believe.
Come. This is Sirach 10 and verse 8. It says, "Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another."
And that's the time we're in right now. The kingdom is in the process of being translated from out of the hands of these devils into the hands of the righteous people. We read in verse 4 that that in due time one was going to be set over that was profitable, which is Yahweh Shai. Join our Lord with it. We could be part of that. You know what I'm saying? But Yahweh Shai is going to take the reins from this nigga, man.
That's right.
Unrighteous dealing, riches, injuries. That's what this deceit. That's what he's about, man. That's his MO. What you want to add?
No, what we saying, that's his MO.
Right.
That's his game. That's his long game. You know what I'm saying? Anything you do, there's no righteousness in him. He's not an upright man. He's constantly looking to destroy, degrade, or disprove of the Lord's work, which the Lord's work is perfect. But you look to disprove, and anything you can do, he's looking to downgrade or destroy something.
Right.
This is
back
in Sirach 10 and 9. It says, "Why is why is earth and ashes proud?
Mm-hmm.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man."
And he's very covetous.
Yeah.
And that whole proud, why is earth? The Lord said, "Why is earth and ashes proud?" You came from dirt, nigga.
Yep.
And to dirt, your ass will return. What are you proud about, bro? You ain't got nothing to be proud about, man. You know what I'm saying? But Esau is the man of pride. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's the spirit of operation he set in the earth, man. That's why you hear it everywhere. I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah.
They got songs about it. Sports, cowboy pride. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Yeah.
That pride, man. That comes from these Edomites, man. And that's the spirit of vibration that they push through. And now these people are proud. And that's why the Lord said that. Read it again out.
Got it. It says, Sirach 10 and 9, "Why is the earth and ashes proud?"
Yeah, why is earth and ashes proud? You ain't got no reason to be proud. I'm going to visit your ass and put you back in the dirt which you came from.
Yep.
Go ahead.
"There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man."
And he's very covetous. Covetous is when you want something that somebody else has had, that they have. It belongs to them, but your ass want it. That's Esau all day. What's that, Micah, the 2nd chapter, I believe, where it goes into how he covers fields and take them by force, even a man his heritage, a man his house. That's what this devil does, bro.
Big ass kid.
Big ass kid, man. They ain't crying because you got something that he wanted. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, he's insatiable.
Yeah.
This nigga owns the diamond districts, but you got a few diamonds, he want them too. Mm-hmm. He don't want you to have shit, bro. Go ahead.
It says, for such and one setteth his own soul to save him.
Mm-hmm. And Jake is bro. Jake will sell out cheap. You can buy a nigga cheap. You can get a nigga cheap, bro.
Yeah.
You know, get that nigga food stamp, and hey, what you need me to? What that the mouth that dude? When he was telling Esau that he'll be part of ICE. You know, for a little change, man.
Yeah.
You know, niggas, man, niggas will sell out. Niggas are sellouts, bro. You know,
what's that nigga? What was it? The nigga from Houston talking about come down here, Ice. Come on, Trump. Come to Houston. You know,
I think that might be the dude
I
I'm
think
talking
that's
about.
him. Yeah.
Talking about, yeah, he trying to get a job, man. Working for ICE to pick up his own people.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord, hey man, what's trying to remember where that's at. You know, I think it's in Hosea.
I go.
4 and I believe it's 4 and 1. Or blood. You know,
blood touches blood.
yeah, blood touching blood.
Yeah,
People against. Yeah, I think it's Hosea 4.
1.
Sorry, you can get.
It's I'm sorry, 1. Hosea 4 and 1. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land."
That's the part I was talking about, right? The Lord has a controversy with the people of this place, the inhabitants of the land, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna tell you some reasons why the Lord has a controversy. Go ahead.
It says, "Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land."
No mercy. See, this nigga wanna go to work for the devil, for his enemy, to pick up his own people.
Yep.
Lord, and you've been hearing this or that, man. They dropping them off in the water and chaining them up. They've been taking them, the women and the children out into the woods and you know, taking them in these facilities that they put them in. Little young girls ended up pregnant. Bro, why would you want to put your own, which Jake don't know though? The majority of these people don't even realize that dealing with the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, they're the same people, man. All this knowledge in the earth, you know, but they reject it, like it says in Hosea the 4th chapter. You know, so the Lord's gonna reject you, man. You know, you're gonna reject all this beautiful beam footage, all this beautiful knowledge. You're gonna reject it, and the Lord's gonna reject you, man. You know, at the end of the day. So that's what's happening with our people, man. The majority of them is rejecting all this knowledge that's coming out. And they ain't trying to hear it. They struggle to pull away the shoulder, you know, like we tripping. And we trying to tell them, hey, bro, we the people of the Lord. It's this group of people, this group, you know, which have been separated. No, man, we the same, bro. We come from the loins of the same man, one man, bro. You know, but they told all of y'all was something different from each other. And they don't want to hear that, bro. You know, and that's why they hatred towards one another like they do, which is part of the curse. Get it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was cursed. You know, you want to add that,
bro? When you just thinking, like you said, he put us out and then separated us, and then you still wondering who the wicked of the earth. The Lord tell you the earth gives in the wicked, but then when you look at it, all the tribes, majority don't speak the language you're supposed to speak. We speak their language,
right?
Spanish, all right, it's Portugal. You know what I'm saying? All these things that we speak. Oh, we speak French. You know, no. Where's our language? Where's our? That's let you know who's ruling, because everywhere you go, you basically are subject to or under oppressed or subject to your slave master. So that's why you got your names Lee. You know, all these different last names. It's basically the name of who probably was owning you at the period of time. But he tell you that this is your enemy, which is a Latino. Then the Latino say this is your enemy, which is a so-called black man, and this is your enemy, which is a so-called Indian or Native American. And what they pit you against one another. So that's what they do. They're still ruling, but then they point at you and say, "No, you shouldn't like this guy." Even when you have other nation that come to this country, you know, it's been stories that they'll sit them down and watch videos before they come to the country to show you don't be around these people. Make it put a bad taste in their mouth before they even get to the country, right? Because they want everybody to be against you, and that's the part of like Psalms 83 cutting you off from being a nation. So if you look back and see who's doing that and who's causing all these problems, ultimately it's Esau's pulling the string.
That's it.
Yeah. This is back in Sirach 10 and verse 9. I'll read it through. I'll read through 9 again. It says, "Why is the earth in ashes proud? There is not more wicked there there is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such one that setteth his own soul to sale. Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
Yeah, the physician is Yahweh Shah, man.
Mhm.
You know, and like the Kahan Benaiah went into, this nigga is a cancer of the earth.
Yep.
So that the physician is coming to cut off that long disease, man. You know, you got to remove a cancer, man. Cancer will take over your whole body, and you'll be in a box, man.
Yeah.
In the dirt, man. You know what I'm saying? If something ain't done about it, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this devil is doing to the earth and everything in it, man. He's killing it.
Yep.
You know, he's killing even the earth itself, man. Needs rescuing from this devil, man. You know. So,
Now I said the earth mourning.
right. The earth is in mourning, man. The people in mourning, these animals, everything is through under these devils, man. The inhabitants thereof, like what was that the scripture you brought out? Defiled under the inhabitants.
Isaiah 24.
Isaiah 24, man. You know, and hey, bro, everything needs rescuing. We all need deliverance. You know, which is like the Kahan Benaiah mentioned, salvation is being rescued or saved or kept from harm or danger, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And you got these dumbass Christians talking about they want to be saved from their sins. Really? We're going to be saved from those too, because we're going to get those glorified bodies, the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts, and we're never going to go off again. So we're going to be saved from those too. But you want to be saved from something you don't have to do.
Right.
Nigga, if the Lord say don't eat pork, don't eat pork. But you need to be saved from that. Saved from my sins. Yeah, nigga, just like that. And that reminded me of that female that said, well, the Lord died for my sins, so I'm gonna sin. He died for her sins, so he gonna sin. You idiot. You know?
Nigga for you.
That's a nigga for you, boy.
That's true. That's a true nigga.
That's a true nigga for real. So, but this is, come on, man. No, man, we gonna be saved because we have enemies. Yeah. Luke, the 1st chapter, verse 71, that we should be saved from all our enemies and the hand of all that hate us, roughly paraphrasing. Come on, go ahead.
This is Psalms 37 and verse 32 and 33. It says, the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him, but the Lord will not leave him in his hands.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
The wicked.
Yeah. It says back in Psalms 37 and 32, the wicked watches the righteous and seeketh to slay him.
So this nigga watch your ass and just salivate because he want to put your tail to death. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord ain't gonna allow it, man. Mm-hmm. You know? No, don't get it twisted. In these times, it's only about the elect. You know, he gonna allow these devils to take the majority of his nation out, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta go. You know, Zechariah 13 and 8. That's gotta come to pass. 2 parts shall be cut off and die, but the 1 part shall be brought through the fire.
That's right.
You know, go ahead.
Verse 33. And how about Shemel Shah will not leave him in his hand.
Yeah, the Lord ain't gonna leave the elect of the nation of Israel in the hands of these devils to take them out, man.
Right.
You know. That it?
It says, nor condemn him when he is judged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you said, that's it right there. Hey, the Lord, like I said, he's gonna in due time, he's gonna deliver us from the hands of this wicked. You know, because it's to a point where this man is looking to destroy everything around him. As we always would mention at Georgia Guidestone, that is a lot of death when you go into that. Because you have billions of people up on the earth, and he said he want to get it down to 500 million. Oh, that is so. And this man really does it. Look at Keel Bates. You know, BG. What did he say on that TED talk? And we do a really, really good job. We can get the population down with the jab, jab. We do a really, really good job. We can get the population down 15%. You know, billions of people. That's a lot of unalive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you think that's where you're gonna stop at? No, 15%. No, they want to get down to roughly 500 million people. Bro, that's getting rid of a lot of people upon the earth. That's let you know he want everything. The earth. They say you can fit so many people into Texas,
mm-hmm.
and still have land.
Right.
And I don't know if it said the whole world or everybody in the United States, but they can fit inside of Texas. So they let you know the earth is the earth is an abundance of it's mass. It got an abundance of land. But yeah, he'll go and he'll build cities and have you stacked on top of one another. Then go mess your water up. Then go not give you no room to breathe. Or what they're called. They're called chaos within your cities, chaos within your towns. That's why an unwise king destroys his people. And he's not a wise king because he don't have the fear of the Most High. So he's gonna constantly look to destroy you. And that's it, like the priest said, that's his MO. He always looking to do stuff. He was put upon this earth to bring forth habit. That's what he comes on the earth for. And see, we put him back in the caves for a little season, and then he came back and Benji said, I'm not gonna let this go. I'm not going back in the caves. So what he's gonna do, I'm gonna continue to bring forth death and destruction. But the Lord said in due time, he's gonna basically do away with it. Yep. That's why everywhere you look, when Jake is always going through it, you always see he's there. All right. When adversity comes or adversity happens, you find Esau there first. It said find them there first. What are they talking about? Esau, Edom. All right. Look at the time doing 70 AD when they was like Psalm 137. It says never what is it? Remember Edom. Yeah, remember Edom. Remember these niggas. Remember what they do. Wherever they go, they be up there saying raise it, raise it. When Babylon was seizing Jerusalem, what did they go? They was coming behind saying destroy, destroy. They come behind and go in and attack our children, our women. This is what he does. This nigga is a devil. You got to understand who the devil is upon the earth. The son of perdition. And he's being revealed. And we've been letting you know. But like I say, hey, if you don't want to hear us, and you're part, like I said, you ain't a part of the elect, hey, he's gonna show you his horns. His horns are actually showing now. But see, it's gonna be too late when he stick them horns up in your torso.
Right, nigga openly showing you who he is.
Yep.
Nigga telling you, nigga, I'm the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you made that point about Bill Gates at the TED Talk. You know what I'm saying? All these people at the World Economic Forum, they're openly telling you who they are. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this nigga is about to get busy, bro. Esau is about to go. He's about to get ready to kill. And like you said, he wants to get the population down to 500 million. Bro, that's a part of that God complex that he had. Because that's a God-like judgment. To kill that many people off, 8 billion down to 500 million. Who else can bring judgment like that or bring mass death like that to the point? The Lord. He did it before during the flood, man. Yeah. You see? So that shows you that God complex that Esau has, and for him to actually think he's going to be able to do that shit. Exactly. You know?
We said he want to be as like the Most High. So that's one of the things here, that judgment. You know, that's like being like the Most High, that judgment. I can bring forth definitely, and also he looked to bring forth life. See, and you women are always talking about my body, my choice, but then again, he's trying to get artificial womb and say we don't need you. You know, that's what you look at. You look at him, he want to be like the Most High. Now he's telling you women, I don't need you now because I can basically have an artificial womb that I can put sperm in and I can create a baby without your womb.
Which proves what babies come from, who's, right, the life source is. For all you females out there, because a lot of, especially 2/3 ass women, but you got a lot of women that still believe that babies are theirs. The babies belong to men.
Right.
They're the life source, and that very specific thing proves that you're not necessary. So that proves who the babies, he can't do that without a man.
Right.
He needs the sperm. You know what I'm saying? But he don't need your womb. So where the baby's coming from? From that man.
Exactly.
Seed,
sperm,
the seed. Exactly. I got one real quick. This is John 10:10. It says, "The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy." And that's what that's what he does, man. He's a vagabond. You know what I'm saying? He don't have nothing, he own nothing. He ain't he on the run. And they got a little plot of land over there in the east that's gonna get taken.
Yeah.
That's gonna get taken, man. You know what I'm saying? And given to Judah, the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
So he's a thief. He's a vagabond. It says the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. And that's what he's trying to do to you, man. He's trying to kill you. He's trying to destroy you. He's destroying everything, the earth, man. It says, I am come that they might have life. Who is the they? The Israelites, beginning starting with the elect. It says, and that they might have it more abundantly, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're looking for, man. We're looking to that, man. You know, here on a daily basis, we dying, man. You know, we through here, man. We got ailments and, you know, brothers and sisters dealing with ailments and illnesses, sickness, disease, you know, eating this poisonous radical food,
Right.
you know, breathing in this terrible air. You know, we just came out of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You know, this nigga got yeast in the air, man. You know, it's how crazy it is, bro. It's like ain't no way this nigga is a complete demon, man.
Yeah.
You know, so he poisons your air, like the brother said, putting that ball in the air. You know, and it drop down on us, and you know, if it rains or something, that's when people get sick. You know what I'm saying? Right after a good rain, you know, you develop certain illnesses, can't breathe good, and that's what this devil is doing, man. He's death. I'm become death. I'm destroyer of the worlds, man.
Yep.
You know.
Well, we say it said a thief coming not, but to steal, kill, and destroy. Right. That is his blessing. If he comes, he's not gonna come unless he bringing his blessing with him.
Right.
Like you see somebody bringing a big ass sword coming to your house. You think you're gonna come to just stand out there? I'm just coming to chill and talk, or have a picnic, or have a party with you? No, he's coming to bring forth to kill, destroy, or steal. I'm gonna do something. I'm like Ben said, I'm leaving with something. He leaving you to take your life. He's gonna leave you by stealing something from you, okay? Or he's gonna leave with your house burned. That's what he's coming for. Wherever when you see Esau's coming, it's not coming. He's not coming to hold hand in hand. He may seem like he's gonna be talking smooth, like you say, his word in his mouth is smoother than butter, but war is in his heart. Right. He's always looking to war. That's why you always having war now. That's why America, out of the 250 years it's been, there's been births of a nation of America. What like 90 or 95% of it has been they've been war. You ain't had no time where you have the time to chill, lay back. He's not a man of peace. He's constantly looking to war or to bring forth death. That's what he does. That's what he do. That's what he always gonna do till he get put out took out the way. And that's why we need Yahweh Shemel Shah to take him out the way. And only the elect is going to be the one sighing and crying for the abomination that this nigga has been bringing forth upon the earth.
Got something. Just back your point about Esau. Habakkuk 2:5 says, yea, also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Just back the brother point up, and when you go into this word, keep it at home, it's Noah, Strong's H5115, Noah. All right. When you go down to the Hebrew lexicon, it says to sit down, to rest. It says he is a proud man and does not rest, but seeks disturbances and wars.
Seek disturbances and wars. He go around and seek. He like, I'm not gonna walk around. If I see you, what I want to do, I want to fight.
Then they go around looking for trouble.
Looking for trouble.
Right. But that goes that time right into what is that? Revelations, about that peace, that red horse that took peace from the earth.
This Revelation 6:4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Right. You see? So that red horse is no one other than Esau Edom, man. Tie that to what is it? Genesis Genesis 20:25? Right. First King, you see? Right. Like a hairy garment. You know what I'm saying? That's that red horse, man. You see? And ever since this nigga got in rulership, this nigga has taken peace from the earth, man. None of these niggas has been going around just killing. You know what I'm saying? It says, and and a great sword, and a sword was a great sword was given unto him, roughly paraphrasing, man.
Right.
You see that going time right back into Genesis chapter 25 too. I mean, Genesis 27. My bad, somebody. Genesis 27 about how Isaac blessed that man with the sword.
Yeah.
You see, this is Esau Edom. This is that man that's talking about. The scripture has clue. That's why it's a mystery. You see, it ain't given to you to your church pastor to go in there, and he can't tie this to Esau.
No.
He ain't, because why? Because he ain't been given a mystery.
Yep.
See, he hasn't been given an understanding, man. You see, only the ones that the Lord Yahweh shall pour his spirit upon in these end times, the prophets, to can go into these scriptures and break it down, like the scriptures say, here a little, precept upon precept, here a little and there a little, man. You see, that's how you read the scriptures, man.
Yep.
You see, these people in the church think you just read it. You read Genesis all the way, bro. It's pieces in Genesis that's speaking about Revelations. Genesis, it's all throughout the book, man.
Yep.
You know.
Get this right. Like I said, that's why when it said they Revelations 6 said the red horse, they looked to what kill one another. See, they look to kill you, but then when they destroyed everybody, they look towards each other and want to kill each other. Look at the time of in Maccabees. It says Alexander the Greek, he reigned over, and when he died, he gave it the crowns over to his general. And what did they do when they got their crowns and they became rulers in these different parts of the land? They started warring against one another. That's exactly what it goes to. Let's kill one another, since if we got power now we want to kill each other. That's what he does. His like I said, his desire is as in hell, and he said he's never satisfied.
Right.
This nigga's never satisfied with peace. Peace what? Hell no. Where my gun? That's what he saw. He loved his pistols.
That's his blessing, though. But
Yeah.
and everything you read on these devils is always saying something about killing, stealing, destroying.
Don't trust them.
Can't trust them, bro. Every single thing we've been reading been saying something about killing, kill each other, kill, steal, destroy, kill. It's all killing.
Yep.
You know, and destroying and stealing, man. You know, because he's the freaking wicked, man. He's a devil, man. He's a demon. But I got this for Isaiah, for the priest Benaiah. This is Isaiah 4, because he said, the precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. That's how you deal with the Bible. There's things in Genesis dealing with, Revelations, man. This is Isaiah 46 and verse 10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning. And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done. Hello, declaring the end, Revelations, from the beginning. Genesis, the heading, the beginning. When you read in Genesis, because he mentioned Genesis, the 25th chapter. When you read in the 25th chapter, it goes into how the elder shall serve the younger.
Yep.
That's a beginning, from the beginning prophecy that's going to take place in the coming times, which is the end.
That's right.
So the brother was perfectly on point saying that, bro. The scriptures back that, man. So it says Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure, which at the end of the day is everything is all about the will, purpose, and pleasure of the Lord, man.
That's right. They declare the end from the beginning, so they know the end is, as it says in Second Esdras. All right, Esau the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. What the Lord say in what is that? Isaiah 34. His sword is gonna, and when the Lord returns, he said the sword is gonna be bathed in Basra. All right, that's a chief place in what? Edom, Esau, not Seir. All these places that we've been talking about is what Esau derived from, and that's what the Lord says he's coming from. All right, he's coming to do. He's gonna bathe, and he's gonna. His indignation is upon all the. His indignation of the Lord is upon all the kingdoms of all the nations. But he specifically said he's gonna put his sword is gonna be bathed in blood. All right, Isaiah 63.
Bathed in heaven, come.
Bathed in heaven, come. Yeah. Yep. Hey, and Isaiah 63. Who is this coming from? I want to jack it up. Basra and mighty is all his apparel.
I got you, bro.
Come.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1. It says, Who is this that's coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?
Why is this garments dyed? Because it's gonna be drenched in blood. All right. He said it's dyed garment. It's gonna be drenched in blood. That's why, like I said, that sword is gonna come down to upon Basra, upon Edom, Esau, Edom. All right. And when you think about it, Edom is a people before it's a place now. Just like we say Israel, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Now you got Esau, Edom, the same thing. Because one thing is they're scattered everywhere as well. So the Lord is coming down to bring judgment, definitely upon the nation of Esau, Edom, and also the other 17 nations and the 2/3 of Israel. But like I say, he specifically goes into what he's going to do to the Edomites.
All right, continuing on, it says, who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Yeah, who's going to be saving? And this time around, with the elect of Israel. And he's going to show his might, all right, because he's going to bring down Pharaoh. He's going to show, and this modern day Pharaoh is Esau, Edom, all right? Like, and when you look at America, Babylon the Great, he had raised Babylon to be the one of the richest and mightiest nation or country, you would say, in history. But he built it up to show his power, his might to bring him down, right? And the Lord is doing exactly what he said in the scripture, where he's setting them up and what he's taking all these other nations and bringing them to the valley of Jehoshaphat to what? To plead, meaning he's going to judge. All right. So judgment is going to be brought forth when the Lord comes. And Esau know that's going to happen. That's why he's trying to offset the prophecies. But every time he try to offset the prophecy, he's falling right into the hands of the Lord. There's no way around it. It's like a maze. Every time he try to offset the prophecy, he ain't right back to the square one of the prophecy. All right. What's that movie with John Cusack, Rome 14?
1408.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah. Esau think he's going to get out the prophecy, and then what? I thought I was that. But no, the Lord bring him right back in. So that's what's happening. The Lord's getting ready to show his power and make Esau an example of what the wicked receives when you don't obey the law of the land, which is the law of the Lord. Okay, Esau did everything he can to do away with the righteous dealings of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And the Lord is going to come back, and when Yahushua, big brother, comes, he's going to come and subdue them, you know what I'm saying, with the brightness of his coming, and he's going to set forth what? He's going to set forth a righteous kingdom, as it says in Isaiah 9. All right, a government that's going to be established where it's going to be no end. But he has to do what? You don't come and just take over some kingdom with just come down and say, we're taking over land. No, it's what? It's war. That's why I said the Lord in Exodus is a man of war. He's going to bring and subdue these nations. He's going to subdue Esau. So it's going to be a lot of bloodshed. And that's going to be actually a sacrifice. And Isaiah 26, he tells us to come up, because until what? The indignation of the Lord, basically, we're paraphrasing, he finna basically set up for that destruction.
Oh, you going on it?
You can.
Okay, going back, verse 2, Isaiah 63 and verse 2, it says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Yeah, because like you said, when you tread in the wine fat, the Lord's going to treat, like you say, that destruction like a wine fat. Because when you're stepping on grapes, that's what you do. If you don't seen that, I know some brothers, I love Lucy when they were stepping on the grapes. If you look at their aprons and things, had what? The blood of grapes all over. That's wine fat. And that's what the Lord is going to do. And it said within Revelation, the blood is going to be up to like a horse's bridle. That means there's going to be a lot of bloodshed and a lot of death. And also, when the Lord comes back and he takes the kingdom, it's going to be a lot of bodies everywhere. And you're going to do what? These elite that's in the ground, like say in their space stations or down there thinking they finna get through this, get through the destruction. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna bring about and dig them out. But the Lord said He's making us fishermen, and we're gonna fish them. And now we're gonna become hunters, and we're gonna bring them out, and they're gonna be what? They're gonna be the ones that's gonna be cleaning up the dead bodies and the different things that are upon the earth. And it's gonna start with those elites. So the Lord, He got a plan for you elites. He got a plan for you Edomites. He got a plan for you, the heathen nations. All right? And you're saying it's not going to be slavery on earth? Yes, it is. All right? That's why the Lord, he's going to subdue you and say, go ahead and do your business. No, you got to do what, like I said, for the nation of Israel, going to have you doing. And that starting off is cleaning up the earth, getting everything back in order.
You know, real quick, going into those hunters. You know, right now we're fishers of men, you know, and they shall fish them, but then they're going to become hunters. It's Amos, the 9th chapter, and verse 2. And it says, though they dig into hell, Salakia, though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. You know, so that's going into their underground bunkers, you know, and into their space station and stuff that they got up there. As a matter of fact, Elon Musk has one. I believe that what's that other dude? I can't think his name right now. But they have these space stations. I think that Elon Musk is called the Dragon or something like that.
Yeah, something. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, something to that effect. So they got these space stations, you know, in the heavens that they think they're gonna be able to run into and be safe. And then they got their little underground bunkers that they think that they're going to be able to. Hey, some of them they're gonna go in there. And this is gonna become a tomb, man.
Yep.
They're gonna come out there. They're gonna never see the light of day again. You know, they're just gonna end up dying, and you know, and then but some of them gonna get, you know, hunted out of. You know,
Yep.
like these elites. You know, the families, banking families. Yeah. Oh no, they gonna get gathered for sure. They gonna get gathered. They gonna get bought out of their little bunkers and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so you know, because hey, they're gonna be the first fruits of slavery, man. There's right. Chains going on them, man.
That's right.
You know,
and the babes too.
You know, but look clean. Yep. So that's what that's going into for Christians. That though they dig in the hell, it's not talking about the hell. It's not talking about a place you go and burn for eternity. No. You know, it's just talking about in the ground, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. So there's some more to that or what?
No, that's it.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. What verse you read?
Verse 2.
Okay, about the Levant. You read about Levant then too?
Wait, who about who?
They'll say that where you at?
Amos.
Okay, you command the serpent. Yeah, read verse 3.
Okay. Yeah. This Amos 9 and 3. It says, and though they my bad. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they hid from my sight, though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Mm-hmm. Going into Leviathan.
Right. Yeah, because Esau, these particular nations and shit, they have you know, saying underground stations in the fucking waters too, man. Mm-hmm. You see, like the brother said, resorts and shit. Cause I think when you go into one of them words, bro, one of them words go into resorts. It's either the one in Revelation where it talks about that they shall hide in the clefts of the rock, or they shall run into the rock. With the paraphrasing. When you go into one of them words, it goes into basically a resort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these fucking elites, you know what I'm saying? They got these deep in the underground military bases. They got them in the underground, in the water. Like the brother said, they got them up in orbit. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nowhere you can run. The Lord got you trapped.
Right.
You see? Ain't nowhere you're gonna be able to escape. All right, the judgment is coming. That's exactly what Esau is trying. He's trying to find every way to wiggle out of the judgment, and it's not gonna work.
Yep.
You know?
I think we was on the Daniels. Oh no.
Yeah, I think it was Daniels, bro.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Revelation 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
Oh, it was yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
think it is Daniels, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out. Found that. So yeah, I'm in Revelation 6, going through these words real quick.
Yeah, that's it. Daniels, that word for Daniels, bro. When you get that word, I'll read it real quick. I'll read the verse. It's Revelation chapter 6. All right, in verse 15, it says, and the kings of the earth, and the great man, and the rich man, and the chief captains, and the mighty man, and every bondman and free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountain. When you go into this word dens, real quick, what I'm saying.
Strong's G 4693, Spayland.
Right, it says a grotto. And we look at that word grotto. Grotto's a grotto. It says a cavern. You see, a hiding place or a resort. You see, and you got these particular bunkers that these at least they made them to a fucking resort. She got everything in a movie theater, a gym, everything they could possibly need to hide out from what's going on the surface, man. You see?
Is it GRATO?
GROTTO. Like a man-made, sort of like something like a cavern or something like this, like something man-made, if I'm not mistaken, bro.
Yeah, this is an AI overview of grotto. It says a grotto is a natural or artificial cave, often characterized by intimate, shaded, and water-featured spaces, historically significant in Christianity as shrines. The nativity grotto. So it says they are used in gardens, ornamental features, providing cool, rustic, and quiet retreat, sometimes adorned with rocks, shells, and statue.
A place of retreat. The retreat, you see, it can be natural or artificial.
Mm-hmm.
We know that one of these devils are creating artificial. Yeah, they trying to dig deep because they know they know these missiles gonna drop. All right, then they know, of course, your Hawashai is coming, and then the elect is gonna come down with them, and they ass is gonna get hunted out them fucking holes, man.
Yep. Yeah, kind of. Let me read, because this is going more into it. It says types of grottos. It says these can be natural caverns, often formed in limestone, or artificial man-made structures designed to look rustic. Examples include garden, religion, or even hidden pool style grottos. So those man-made, like the brother's going into.
Right, niggas really, they got pools in them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You look up them goddamn bunkers and shit, that the ones that they show, that they allow you to see.
Right.
Because the ones that these rich international banking family truly has, you're not about to see that shit.
No, right.
But you best believe they got everything them niggas need in that bitch. You see, and the Lord put it on their spirit to do that shit, so when he come, them niggas, they can survive. They can survive. Yeah, and gonna get your ass in them chains, man.
Right. Yeah. They won't be able to get out till we get them out.
Right.
And I believe in Revelations 18, it goes into slaves. When it's mentioning all them things, the souls of men, which are slaves.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, they're gonna have all that. They're gonna have everything they need down there, including people to serve them. You know?
That's their reward.
Yep.
That's their reward. Our reward is the kingdom of heaven and salvation, deliverance. Their reward is, like, say, slavery. Their reward would be stuck in those bunkers till we come and dig them out and put them chains on. That's anything else? Hey, well, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect of Israel. We'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.